Don't question anything. Always relaxing. Everything I do, I try to relax. You see, I don't. Well, I've been doing something. I don't want it. Yeah, I said something about it. I don't know. What day? Yeah, yes. No. But it's always, no, it just doesn't, no. 4 minutes, good. Any questions? Everything is gone. Okay. I'll do one other exercise and then we through. I want you to stand behind him and hold his back. Both hands. Point and get the back on both hands. He just feels it. It's not making no difference. I want you to, when y'all get in line, move it. When I tell you, I tell them what move him, please. Move him, please. Relaxing the left hand to go back in. Just relax the left hand. I'm not accepting the next stretch. So it works. I will demonstrate to show you that it works. No joke. No joke. Stretch, no issues. Move back. Right now, we're going conversation. I like conversation, like problem. Now, we'll talk. So let's stretch. You gotta know the difference between conversation that gonna be productive and some stress. Some stuff that's gonna cause you to have all kind of stress. Your body can tell you. Get it in tune with what you're thinking of. Whichever human being, you know, doesn't be able to. All right, the human being, no just yesterday, they make God. There's no just because they make the humans and God made. They don't, you don't understand power. We don't, these don't understand power. And you these kind of stuff, it comes up to prove to people. And beyond what we did, have been told. Don't let nobody tell you how far you can go with the brain. You know, that's they find out. Thank y'all, I appreciate it.
Everybody is not sent. Are we sent? You're sending that? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right back to center.
All right.
Just want to remind you guys, do have some activities for the children. There is a bounce house over here, flown up. I see some colorful things over there for the adults. If you are interested, we have a meditation station back there. Where am I at? I think it's further back that direction. She's got some lemonade that you guys can have some free samples if you like something to sip or spice things like that.
Right.
Uh-oh, wait, I think it's right there on that. Oh, that's just like also.
Here we go. Here we go. Y'all go ahead, groove with me one time. Groove with me. I'm just warming you back up. Warming you back up. Y'all move your feet. I heard we had a family reunion going on. Oh, y'all look like something. Y'all look good. Y'all look good. You look good. Hey, get it right, Cece. Get it right. I see you, Caleb. Here we go. No matter where you are, if you stand, if you're in your seat, I still need you to have no fun with me. Tap that foot. Move them shoulders. Let's cut up a little bit. Let's cut up a little bit. Here we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need y'all to have some fun. I need y'all to cut up a little bit. Because once my band get back in motion, it's about to go down. Let's go, Serena. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you like to groove, I need you to book you with me. Here you go. Y'all keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Y'all looking good, ladies. I said. I'm gonna just wake y'all up real quick. I'm gonna turn y'all up real quick, real quick, real quick. Let's have a little bit of fun. It goes. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right, that was just to wake up the room just a little bit, have a little bit of fun, cut up just a little bit, We about to get back into your regular scheduled program, but I do want to tell you that you're rocking with one of the illest hosts on this side of the hemisphere. I need y'all to make some noise for your magnificent host, Steve. How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Funny, I thought you were talking about yourself. We are feeling the vibes. You like this flow here? Everybody decompressed. Everybody got back hyper again. Now we have our next speaker. She's gonna start. Reintroducing back to that kind of chill vibe again. Holistic health, how things affect us, why stress is important to be aware, and how to keep moving themselves. So I'll pass the mic over. Hello, everyone. I am a naturopath doctor, meaning that I do all
natural healing. I work on any and all diseases. I work with men, women, children. I do counseling, men, women, children, couples. We were all put here to enjoy this journey. We were not put here to suffer. And as far as stress, glad you brought that up. They tell you that stress can kill. They don't tell you why. When the body is stressed, it goes to the immune system. The immune system is what the body has to fight disease. And the adrenals are the organs that handle stress. The adrenals and the kidneys are the organs of longevity. They determine how long a person lives. So when you're stressed, it's going to your immune system and your adrenals. And that's why they tell you that stress can kill. There was a gentleman that was supposed to be talking about cancer earlier today, but he did a double booking. I just want to give you a little bit of information about cancer. All disease and every organ in the body has an emotional root. Nothing can manifest on this physical plane without coming from a thought. So when I'm dealing with someone with disease, if they come to me and they have breast cancer, cancer is long-term unforgivingness and or resentment. And breasts are not nurturing the self. So when I'm working on healing the cancer, I'm looking at those two things as well and healing that, because if you don't heal the emotion root, then it can come back. And the federal government, I moved to Durham in 2008. I had clients in every branch of the federal government. Told them I wouldn't leave them. I still go back every 6 weeks and work with God in the government. I love it because I get all their research. They don't do anything about half of what they find, but I do, and you find it on the internet. But in February of 2017, a department, I can't tell you the department in DC came out with a report. They have proven that sugar is the main cause of cancer in this country. And many people don't understand 1 tablespoon of sugar decreases the immune system in an adult 50% in 3 to 5 hours. Sugar eats red cells, that's anemia and fatigue. It eats calcium, bones, muscles, and teeth. But all alcohol, all starch, all carbohydrates, all fruits, all sugar, honey, agave, base, lactose, fructose, all break down to sugar. Lemons, limes, tomatoes, avocados are fruits. They break down to sugar. Peanuts, peanut butter, pistachios have sugar, half amino acid. Legumes, dried beans have sugar, half amino acid. So all of that should not be more than 20 to 25% of your daily intake. And then when anyone comes to me with any diseases, I put them on a cellular healing food list. 96% of all disease can be eliminated simply by it, but it can be quite challenging. Try to be healthy in this country because they don't want people healthy. Anybody else getting sick. So I have a cellular healing food, which is a list of foods that removes all foods that causes inflammation. All disease comes from inflammation. Oh my gosh, I don't come to me with MS. She had a short little boy with 3 inoperable brain tumors. And she was on Medicaid. I don't take Medicaid. It took 3 years. She has no MS, he has no tumors, and I didn't charge her again. So we are put here. There's everything is curable. The doctors will say it's incurable because they don't have a pharmaceutical drug or surgery. But now I want to go into today. We are, oh my gosh, the energy today is phenomenal. And everyone chose to be in this special time. Every single person in the world, no exception, is a child of God, child of the Creator. We can't be better. We can do better, but we can't be better. And many people don't know the difference. You can't be better than you are. And with my parents that have small children or pregnant, I suggest every day, from the day your child is born, I love you and I'm proud of you, so that they know that they're enough just being themselves. Because we are enough just being ourselves. And we are light. Darkness can never put out light unless the light allows. The Creator is light. If you have a room and it is pitch black with a door and it's bright light, you open that door, that bright light shines into that darkness. If you have a room that is bright light with a door and it's pitch black, You open that door, that darkness never shines into the light. So with them talking about the devil and all that crap, I don't even talk about nothing. I don't give it any information because you are light and nothing can do anything to you unless darkness cannot harm you unless you allow it and it can give it power. Now, the new decade is the creator's new cycle for all mankind. Pardon my language, but the first week in October of 2019, the creator told me, y'all ain't bringing this no BS into my new cycle. So I told people that, and I said, that's the messenger. And in 2021, we have literally been creating heaven here on earth since 2021. Everything and anything that is out of balance in everybody's life is coming up to be addressed. No, it's not an option. Everything and anything that's out of balance in this country is coming up to be addressed. And no, it's not an option. And we went into the age of Aquarius. I'll be 72 in 2 months. We were talking about the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Well, the age of Aquarius actually started in 2021. It accelerated in 2024. The age of Aquarius is that feminine, nurturing energy. And women will be in a lot of positions of power. And then the earth went into the fifth dimension in 2024. The fifth dimension is pure love. There is nothing stronger than love. The next water and then fire. And one more thing, if everyone came from love every day, there would not be one problem in the world. It's just that simple, but we haven't gotten to that point. But you have to heal to be able to get to that point. And it's impossible for the human body to give to someone else what it cannot give to itself. If a person doesn't love themselves, they cannot give nor receive love. If a person doesn't respect themselves, they cannot give nor receive respect. So do you first, even though I was brought up being taught that putting yourself first is selfish. That is untrue. But our ancestors taught us how to survive with brown skin in a white capitalist society, not how to thrive. And they also said, suck it up and keep moving. That's why we have the highest rate of disease. It takes unresolved emotional trauma 12 to 18 months to manifest as disease. So if you do have a disease, just go back 12 to 18 months and you'll see exactly what caused it. And so 2025 is a 9. That is completion. We just completed a 9-year cycle. 2026 is a 1. This is beginnings, creating, but it is no joke out here because the creators are saying, y'all ain't none of this crap from before into this new cycle. And one thing I've noticed with a lot of my clients, the past 2.5 years, anyone that's not supposed to be in your life, whether it's romantic, family, or friends, is being removed. And that's creating a lot of havoc for everyone. But we were all put here to enjoy this journey, and we were put here for heaven on earth, and that is what we are creating. I haven't watched the news in over 40 years. I don't remember what department in DC sent me an article the day after the election showing that Trump had won. After I read it, what the creator told me was what he's going to try and do is actually going to be the catalyst to wake this country up, unite this country so that we can do what we're supposed to do. One nation, under God, indivisible, with freedom and justice for all. And that's what I've been telling everyone. That's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm looking forward to. And he will not be in office 4 years. He will not be killed, and he will be removed. There's a group of people that are trying to remove the 5 federal judges that allowed him to run. And then I just got an article this morning. There is a group that are trying to put Trump out now.
Yeah.
I do want to do an experiment with everyone. Every word you speak, every thought you have, your body pays attention to and is trying to make it happen. So I'm going to have everyone say something, but with the second one, I'm gonna have everyone say the first sentence all together. Then I'm gonna have the men all say they are handsome and the women say that they are beautiful. Okay, so say, I am ugly.
I am ugly.
Women say I am beautiful, men say I am handsome.
I am handsome.
Could you feel the difference in your body? I'll cancel it. If you feel the difference in your body, it shows you the cells in your body pay attention to every word you speak, every thought you have, and it's trying to make it happen. And if you think something or say something you don't want to happen, simply say cancel that. That's enough. But if you look in the Bible, what's required for prayer work? Ask and believe, and it shows how powerful. So speak what you want, not what is. That's why I watch the news. I control my life. Trump has never been my president, and he has never affected me because I've never laughed. I just say Trump. And that's it. And I have to this day, I have never heard one word he has spoken. I have never read word. I've never acknowledged it. We have that much power. And we are living in the times that we are put here. We are creating heaven here on earth. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful time. But it is a little challenging getting rid of all the stuff. And another little tidbit that many people don't know. When a man ejaculates into a woman, his life force goes into her body. It takes 2 years for her to release it. When a woman ejaculates into a man, it doesn't go into his body. So who's God trying to keep in a relationship? Sure, women. Women are very, very strong. And that's another thing is when a woman ends a relationship and you're wondering like, why am I still thinking about him and caring about him? Because his life force is in your body and it takes 2 years to women. But I do dowsing and I can just raise pendulum and remove it and cut the cords and this, that, and the other. But we are powerful. And this is a very, very powerful time. And I have been counting down to 2026. So put down on paper how you want your life to be. Prioritize the list because now is the time when we are going to be living and creating heaven here on earth and being able to live the life we put here to live. I woke up and God said, do people have children to harm them? No. God didn't create us to harm. Know that and believe that because the cells of your body can only go by what you speak, what you believe, and what you think. Any questions? Thank you. Yes. So much. So, fun fact, I was a bio major at university and we actually studied that and scientifically there is an answer for what you're talking about. Yeah. In electrons, there's an answer. You can see negative charges will pull things in almost to depletion and positive charge radiates, just like us. We here are full of love and light. We radiate our energy, we radiate God's light at our core and show that to the world to show our Creator's love. It's literally a reflection. Your body is like the microscopic version of the solar system. Everything is just another. Everything in life is a choice. Yeah. The only thing that isn't is death. That's the only thing that is not, but everything else is a choice. I had someone say, well, what about the law? You still have a choice to follow the law, but everything is a choice. You have so much control and so much power. And in the Bible, it says God gave all mankind his power and all. So there's no exceptions. No exceptions. All right, so write the vision. Write the vision, make it plain, live in your love and light, follow the word or whichever word you choose to study. We are here as one. And speaking of we're here as one, we have the founder. I'm so sorry, I just Donatus. Thank you. Mr. Donatus, the founder of the Society of Knowledge. Is we're gonna do.
I want to make sure because for everybody that's here, we are streaming live, man. We are streaming live over TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So this is going out live, and I want to make sure, Sister Salima, if you see the monitor today, I want to make sure that I'm in the frame.
It's not.
Okay, look at.
Yes, you're in the frame.
All right. And I want to make sure that, because first of all, I thank God. I thank God Almighty for all of the blessings that He is giving to all of us. And we are indeed here celebrating a revival. It's a revival of souls. In a little while, we'll be having a slave-free rally. It's slave-free. We're in North Carolina. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. And as any of you all that are aware of the history of slavery, New Orleans was one of the slave centers in the United States. When the ships landed and slaves were offloaded. And I'm here to tell you, North Carolina has a history in the slave trade. I'm here to tell you that we have a lot of slaves here today. And we're going to be freeing some slaves a little bit later on this afternoon. And I don't want to get upset, but you say, Brother King, what are you talking about, slaves? Pretty much I can say that there's maybe at least one or two slaves here today. And the slavery that I'm speaking about, I'm not speaking about the slavery with chains on your ankles or on your wrists. I'm talking about slavery with chains on your spirit. So we're going to be talking about that in a little while. But before we get to that, I want to thank Messenger Taynab, also known as Constanala, for being the presiding messenger of the North Carolina Center of the Society of Knowledge. We have centers located in North Carolina, New Orleans, where I'm from. We have Messenger Ryan King, presiding messenger from the Lafayette Center. We have Senator in Crowley, Louisiana, Opelousas, Louisiana, and we are looking as far as expanding the society throughout not only the United States, but internationally. We've made some contacts on the continent, and we're really trying to pursue that. And the purpose of the society, and I'm going to read something, I invite and encourage each one of you to get a copy of the Freedom Book. And this is what we call a Freedom Book. We have copies over here at the North Carolina Table Center. We have copies over here. And the Freedom Book, I'm reading out of it right now, just to give you a little bit about the doctrine of the Society of Knowledge. And the bottom line, as you see up here, where it says at the very top of the logo, it says, God is Almighty. That's the message. God is Almighty. No matter what name you use to call God, no matter how God has manifested Himself, for you to know God, there is a being. Right? No matter what name you use, there is a being that is indeed Almighty. Not some of the power, not most of the power, but all of the power. And just a little bit about the doctrine. And this is to become a member of the society. This is the doctrine of the society. Everything that ever was, is now, or ever will be, is a piece of God. Everything that ever was, is now, or ever will be, was made by God. Everything that ever happened, is happening right now, or ever will happen, was made to happen by God. God has a master plan for all time and all creation. God is Almighty. That is the doctrine, the teachings of the Society of Knowledge. And again, the bottom line, that God is Almighty. We're going to say we're going to be free from slaves. We're going to be free from slaves a little bit later on this afternoon. So I invite all you to stick with us, be encouraged, take part in it. And Sister CC doing a great job, wonderful job. I'll turn the mic over to you.
Well, actually, before you leave, I was gonna try to do an interview with you and ask you some questions. So you kind of answered what society of knowledge represents and what it is. How did you guys come up with this concept in the first place?
It started out in actually about 1978. The society was incorporated in the state of Louisiana in 1979. And it started out as a bunch of young folks. In 1978, I was a little younger than I am now. Started out as a bunch of young folks, and we just get together from different religious backgrounds. And we didn't get together because of spirituality or religion or anything else like that. We were hanging out. And we would have deep discussions, deep conversations. And those conversations would, nowadays you people say, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. Well, we didn't really have that catchphrase back then. We just across all different kinds of religious lines. We just came together. We would talk. And we would say, well, this is, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, well, this is the way I feel about it. And that group of people, and I'm going to share with you, the story about the actual, when we came to the organization of the society. When I was much, much younger, even before 78, I used to live a fast life, very fast life. I was a young man. Some of you may know about this old movie, Superfly. I was living on the West Coast. I'm from New Orleans. I was on the West Coast. And I was about 22, somewhere around there, 23 years old. And when Superfly came out, I was living that life on the West Coast. I was bounced between Los Angeles, Vegas, Frisco, all up and down the West Coast, bounced over to the East Coast, New York. That's the life I was living. I had a car. This is in 73. This is in 1974, so 74. I had a car. It was in 1973. Black on black. In black. Red top. Cadillac Eldorado. So now you got this little young man riding around. And my hair, I had a lot of hair then. I don't have much of hair. I had a whole lot of hair. And my hair was long. And I used to get depressed. And I'd be riding in that Cadillac and leaning and playing my music and just enjoying doing all different kinds of things out there. And eventually, things happen. Because when you're in that kind of life, things will happen. Eventually, things happen. And I moved back to Louisiana, back to New Orleans. And all of that was gone. All that, I just left that. Came to New Orleans, and I was doing some hard work. Very, very hard work. I was working on the river. I was working as a laborer. That other life I was living, working as a laborer. Very dirty, hard work. Extremely dangerous work on the river. The ships that going down this river. That's what I do as a laborer, cleaning them up. They load, they might come with some oil. And after they offload the oil, there's about that much sludge. But you gotta get that cleaned out so that it can take all the dust. They will come in boat with oil and take the grain overseas. So we'd have to go in there and clean all that up. I'd go to the secondhand store, Goodwill, buy clothes that, because once you use them in that oil, you can do nothing with it but just throw it away. You can't go with that anymore, ruin it up. But that's the kind of work I was doing. Hard work. Didn't really have a whole lot of money, things like that. But I got the yearning. I got the yearning in my heart, in my soul. I got the yearning. I said, God, no, I'm thinking back in the days go past when I used to ride around, nice ride, looking good, sharp clothes, doing all kinds of stuff. And I saw a Cadillac Eldorado, 73 Eldorado. It was yellow. We call it big yellow. Rag top. And for those who don't know, say rag top means convertible. I saw that car. It was a private owner. And I said, look, it's in my heart. I want to go back. I like that. I like riding around like that. And I actually sat down and tried to figure out how I could get it. Because the work I was doing wasn't regular work, I didn't have a regular payday. I couldn't get financing for it. I didn't have the cash to go buy it. And I said, look, whatever it takes to get, I just want it. Young man, when 23, 24 years old, I want it. Whatever it takes, I want it. So I didn't want to go back doing anything legal. I wanted this car, but I wanted to stay legal with it. So I started saying, look, if I gotta pay 50% interest financing, I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna finance this for me. I went to all different kind of little style off places, all the rest of that. Nothing. Nothing. Get out of here. You don't have to work the job. Get out of here. Just as a win. And I say as a win now, but I know that it was God working. It was God's plan. I said, I'm gonna go to this bank. I'm gonna ask for a loan. And to my surprise, they gave me a loan. And I contacted this fellow, and he had put me on the ultimatum, said, man, I can't get rid of, because I said, I gotta get rid of. I got the loan, went to the guy, and I got brought it from. I'm happy. I'm happy. I have this, it's not black on black, but it's still a 73 rag top Cadillac on the road. When back in them days, if that's a big old car, big heavy car. And when you ride it, it's like you're in the boat. Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And at night, one night, I was at home by myself, at home, and God started talking to me. God started talking to me. God started talking to me. He said, boy, you're happy. I said, yeah, I'm happy. You got that car, you like that car. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Thank you. I like it. He said, look, don't you know that I'm the one that caused you to have that car? I said, okay, yeah. All right, I'll go with that. Yeah. He said, look, don't you know that I can do everything? I said, okay, I know you can do everything. Yes, you're almighty. He said, yeah, look, he said, look, you don't sound like you really know that. I said, yes, I know that you're almighty. He said, I can give you whatever you want. Just ask me. I gave that call, ask me, whatever you want. Just ask me. And me, still trying to be what we used to call back in the day, trying to be nickel slick. I said, well, this is kind of like Aladdin with the magic lamp. If I got an ask and I can ask whatever I want to make sure I ask for the most I can get. So I sat down and I'm thinking, well, look, they don't ask for money. I don't know how much it will be enough. I want to ask for women. I can come and go on, waste my wish on that. I'll give as many women as I want. What about that? So look, I said, wait, I got it now. Well, now listen real close to this piece. I got it. I got one wish, one ask. You know what I asked for? I said, God, you telling me that you are almighty, that you can do everything and anything. Well, God, if that's the case, what I'm asking you for, I'm asking you for your power. I want your power. You got all the power. I want your power. And if I got your power, that means I got everything. I ain't got to worry about running out of wishes or anything else. I got everything. You know what God told me? Guess what God said? Huh? You are, yeah. God said, look, you got it. You got it. God said, you want my power. You want all the power that I have. You got it. It's yours. You got it. It's done. And now I'm really feeling full of myself. Oh, I got the power of God. I can do everything and anything. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. Then God said, well, now you know. You see that? That's the way God works. See, God can give me this. And now little God started talking to me. God said, now you know. When you got the power over everything, you know that you have the power over sickness and health. I said, oh yeah, hey, all right, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad. See, you got the power over life and death. All right, that's cool. Now, you say, well, look, now you know when people start finding out you got this power. You know, when they start finding out and that word gets spread throughout the world, that all they got to do is come to the knowledge somebody is sick. All they got to do is come to the knowledge can heal. Somebody is about to die, or somebody's loved one has died. All they got to do is come to the knowledge, and the knowledge can raise you from the dead. Don't you know from around the world, folks hear that and learn that? You know what's going to happen? Do you know what's going to happen? They're going to be lined up in front of your house. A line that's going to go all the way around the world. I said, hold on now. I didn't quite think about that part. They said, look, how you going to decide? Yeah, who's going to be healed and who's going to die? How you going to decide? Maybe some folks that should die. Maybe some folks that should. How you going to make that decision? He said, look, better yet than that, look. When that line is stretched from here all the way to Tanzania, that man that's at the end of the line in Tanzania, who's been sick, before he can walk up to you, he's gonna die. How are you gonna tell who should be in what position in that line? And I started, and look, God just didn't leave me alone. He kept asking me questions like that, on and on and on and on. And you know what finally happened? I said, God, I take it back. I don't want your body. I don't want to have the weight of everything on my shoulders. I don't want that's too much for me. I don't want it. And from that point on, that mission, and I call it a mission, to deliver the message that there is an almighty being, and that we are all part of that almighty being. There's no God sitting up on the clouds somewhere looking down, judging you. We are all part of one being. I look out right now and I see all these different forms walking around. We're not separate. It might look like we're separate, but we are indeed connected. All part of one body. And that's been the work of the Society of Knowledge. And all them, the brothers and sisters, when we started out, and this is my wife, Georgia, I want to, come on up, baby. My wife has been a part of and one of the founders of the Society of Knowledge. And we started meeting, we were meeting in each other's homes. It grew from there. And one of the things that's extremely important, I heard the sister speak about her age. I heard the brother speak about his age. I'm a baby to them. I'm 72. I'm a baby. But the work that we're doing in creating that safe space where no matter what label you call yourself a Christian, Muslim, Jew, whatever you call yourself, agnostic, no religion, whatever you call yourself, the society, a safe space where you can come and be welcome. Be welcome is what? Is a part of the one, part of the whole. Now my wife. Yes, all right. Well, thank you, sister. Thank you. And I invite all of you, make sure you get a copy of this. You see what you said, spreading that message. That's all over our website. Our website, spreading that message. God is Almighty. That's what we're about, just delivering that message that God is Almighty. Thank you all. Thank you for coming and joining us in this revival. And I'm looking forward to the band getting back up there because I like to move. I like that. All right, thanks, Susan.
Yes, all right. Where is the band? This is not stage. That's live vocals, he trying to keep five, have you had a chance to walk around yet? First doesn't have you knowledge, right? And let's see short trinkets, earrings, so journals, great traditions now.
So the band is only gonna come back if we give them a certain level of energy. That's the only way the band is gonna come back. So we're gonna say, where you at, show the world where you at. Where you at, show the world where you at. Where you at, show the world where you at. Where you at, show the world where you at. Hey, where you at, show the world where you at. Where you at, show the world where you at. Then y'all respond by saying right here. Oh, we're way too quiet. I need y'all to make some noise for one of the best bands in this side of the northern hemisphere. Y'all make some noise for Show the World.
Well, I guess while they're warming up, we can do something impromptu. Did you guys know that the owner of this farm is on the site with us? As in, the black man that owns 40 acres.
And a mule,
Is that
and a mule.
right? A mule. Living right here amongst us. Would you mind introducing yourself for everybody? Tell us your name, a little bit about yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Sister Cece. Cece, all right. So, y'all did great. Y'all give that band a hand. Y'all did great. Y'all good? So, I'm James Montague. Most people call me Monty. This is the F7 Blackstone Ranch. 40 acres of bliss, beauty, and just wellness. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all coming out. We do a bunch of different stuff out here: weddings, family reunions, kayaking, paddle boats, field parties, trail rides. Just a bunch of different things that we do out here. So yeah, just feel welcome. And you wanted to introduce an interview or something? Or? Okay.
So much for the opportunity for all of us to gather here.
Yes.
This is another historical event. We got Tain out back. We can have
Hey.
you play. You can call to attention, sir. This game.
Yeah. Brother
We're
Tay.
just gonna do
This is my brother here. Brother Tay. Yeah. So
quick interview. Actually, since both of you are here, how did this whole thing come about?
it's you about that.
We had an event last year, but we had to sit down before we had the event. It was an instant brotherhood. And so there was no envy, there was no jealousy. It was like, what are you doing? I'm gonna throw you some alley-oops. He was like, what are you doing? I'm gonna throw you some back. So we just throwing each other alley-oops. Now we're working together, bringing the people together.
Love that.
The rest is history being made.
All right.
How long has this farm existed?
2024. So it's 2 years in July.
Okay, congratulations on 2 years.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be a part of history?
Oh,
Here.
feels wonderful. I mean, it feels great. You know, again, we own the ranch, but I'm just a steward of it. So it's our job to just take care of it and make sure that people are happy here, people are healed here, and are healthy here. So it feels great, but you know, we're just a steward of the land.
So what inspires that humility and the goal?
So it's behind the name, actually. So F7, which is the name of the ranch, F7 Blackstone Ranch, F7 stands for faith in action. So we stay humble and have humility because we understand that, you know, at any given moment, everything can take away from you. You gotta appreciate it, you gotta value it, you gotta show people how to actually do things that are beneficial to the community.
And Taylor, how did you guys meet? Because I know you from a bookstore in Virginia, and we are in the middle of North Carolina.
Let me back up to touch on something. The history of this place, right? Little did we know that this is a sacred land, indigenous land of the Occaneechi-Saponi tribe. He didn't know that when he acquired this land. But he later found out that his family is Occaneechi-Saponi. So as you come into the interest of this land, you see the RBG, the red, black, and green. Then you see the F7 Black Stone flag, and you see the Occaneechi-Saponi flag, which is his legacy and heritage without him consciously being cognizant of it.
It's God's full circle.
This is divine orchestration. This is like, we don't even have to think. We just, what's happening? Boom, it's manifestation, like the greatest expression of manifestation. It happens. He said we gotta have a place where we're gonna bring people together. We met with that idea. You asked, how did we meet? We met because we trust the process. We didn't know what we were gonna turn this into. He said, let's see who we can galvanize. Can we galvanize the people? Can we bring the human resources together? It's happening. And so the aim now that we have the space is for people to network. This person might be an asset that you need. You know what I'm saying? You might find you have a brother, a cousin, you know, energetically, not a blood relative. Sometimes we do meet blood relatives. I ran into a cousin in the Middle East when I was in the military. But I'm saying this is a place for people to come together and like figure out what we mean when we say none of us is as strong as all of us. That's what this space is for.
Can I say something? Please,
Yes,
Monty, please tell them your beginnings. Because I met him 15 years ago, and I used to sell merchandise, halls, DVDs and stuff like that. And this brother right here was so inspiring to me because he used to welcome me in his shop to sell. I used to come to him and say, "Can I pay you to let me walk the shop?" He said, "No, go ahead. You know, as long as you eat, as long as you're doing something productive for yourself." So it went from a salon, a vision of a salon, which is at the corner of Martin
We're located in Rock Quarry.
in Rock Quarry, which is sweets. He owned those sweets right there. And he had his own salon. And then it went from that. So he used to talk to me. He was like, "Hey, you know, man, you're a good salesman and all that." He said, "Man, I'm about to get into business and all that." He said, "I'm about to buy these retirement homes." So he bought these retirement homes. I had to tell you. He bought all these retirement homes over there. You could go a little bit right where Southeast is, and you go back into the cut right before you get to Southeast, going up past Sanford Road, make that right. Get some retirement homes that he had constructed. And it went from there. He just continued to grow. From there, he got his own wine. And he was coming to me saying, "Man, I might need to get you to sell some wine and stuff like that." Oh, it was on. But anyway,
He said, "I think you're a good salesman. I might want you to sell some wine for me." He said, "I'm getting imported overseas and everything like that." He said, "You'll be a great salesman." And then, see years later, he has a ranch and, a book. He established a book. So it just shows you with focus, a business mindset, humility, faith, and just reaching out to help the community, how far you can go. And it's an inspiration, should be for all of us. And look at how this land has played a place for us to all come together, network, to get motivation, to also feed and give good love to each other. So, man, I commend you, Monty. I know it ain't my place, but I got to tell you what it is. And it's good to recognize people that's doing things in our community and for our community and for our Black people.
When I think about Brother Monty, I think faith, faithful, and humility. Like what he said. First things come to mind. That went on the head.
Appreciate it, bro.
I guess this is my last question, so I don't hold you too long. Or for both of you. With all of these blessings, opportunities, streams of income, the things that would the fleshly person into selfishness? What keeps you guys happy?
Just being around good people. And like Dr. Ken, come on, come on, Dr. Ken. Y'all got Dr. Ken here. No, no. You best answer this, Dr. Ken. Yeah.
Let me tell you, just briefly, I was at a house dedicating, a house for folks, in Forest. And I was working with a consulting firm and I was there. And after the dedication, the first thing he said was, I want to thank God for my mother. I want y'all to sit with that for a minute. He said, I want to thank God for my mother. And that thing hit me like a ton of bricks for a black man in front of these politicians, all these people in Wake County, dedicate this house to say that I want to thank God for my mother. And his mother, that thing hit me like a ton of bricks. And then he said, and I want to thank God for my wife, Monica. So, as a black man, and I work with black men, young people, young guys in this county, to say that about his mother. I know enough about God, because I'm also international faith pastor, to know that that had to be God to acknowledge the woman that he came from. To understand the depth of what he saw his mother go through in order to help him be who he is today. And so immediately, I just like, I gotta get with this guy. This guy is on it, right? And so unbeknownst to us, we have a mutual friend, we're building a leadership center in South Africa. I meet Monty, we're on a virtual call. And he heard the story and he said, I'm gonna donate some money. And we actually built the leadership center in honor of Dr. G. Rashid, her name sake. There's a leadership center in South Africa with her name that bears her name because she impacted students at A&T that went back. One student went back home to South Africa and wanted to better his community. So he built a center based on a woman's name and a woman's spirit that impacted him in Greensboro, North Carolina. And then unbeknownst to us, Tay and myself, because we're Aggies. So we have this Aggie pride thing. Aggie pride. And so I say all that to say, last night I had the opportunity to spend the night on the grounds. And I said to Selena this morning, I said, I've got to talk to James because we've got to get some kind of lodging for people to spend the night on these grounds because the peace is stifled. Have you ever encountered so much peace that it scares you? Yeah. Because we're in a society where they don't want us to have peace. But the peace was stifling. And I had to think about, wow, this place was sanctioned by indigenous people long before us, but a part of us. And so I just honor your spirit. I started a group chat with our staff and we're studying James's book and just the nuggets that he dropped, right? That is simple. Keep God first. Whatever you call God. Okay? Keep God first and then understand that we're property managers. And it's translated good stewards. That's all it is. Because when we say property managers, people think you got a whole lot of money. I love that though. But we're just good stewards of what God has given us. And wherever we go, we're trying to be good stewards of whatever God has given us. And so if it's South Africa, if it's Senegal, if it's St. Thomas, wherever, we're going and we're going to make it better. James, I honor you, man. For real though, from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm at A&T and I try to bring this cat to everything I'm doing at A&T. Because I believe that we're supposed to help each other. That's right. Amen?
Amen.
I'll start with
Yeah, right.
We gotta get a picture of I got my shirt on because I work today. I was on the rock, man. I'm tired. I love you, man. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. And incidentally, the book is called Hood Minted. It's on Amazon's, Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, all major platforms. I got a couple of them with me now. But it's called Hood Minted. And it's my story about how I came from the projects cut in half for 50 cents a head back in 1983. People used to come to the projects, I used to line them up.
Okay.
And Doc know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so when all of us had black hair, you know what I'm saying? But so Hood mentioned how 50 cents, faith and hustle build an empire.
All right. All right.
If anybody want a book, the F7 Blackstone Ranch, go to f7blackstoneranch.org on the inquiry form, and then get the message and go from there. Weddings, family reunions, retreats, you know, you think of it, we can accommodate it. All right. f7blackstoneranch.org.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right, and we've interrupted you for the last time.
Don't you live this bright away, and you'll feel it's bright. Bright is on the top. Don't you speak say? You know, the silken on fire night. Maestro, where you at? Maestro, where you at, Maestro?
I said, back in the day, I used to ride my bike and parlay with the right downtown. Yeah, even if I didn't eat a sweater, I really like the hot weather because it made me feel so plenty. Love the Sabbath and mud and dressing. No, really good. I really like to have fun. Yeah, I really like to have fun. Back in the day, back in the day. In a minute, so I'm glad you hit a witness here. And if you had your camera lens, I'm about to give you all the business. Hey, to take up, because you know. When I'm in the book, back to us, so you know I do this. I don't ever think, but then I'm back at home.
Give it up for Maestro.
This is sounding like an intermission moment. We got a great intermission happening, so let me remind you guys. Yeah, please, let's get a shout out to the band real quick. Show the world out here, showing us their hush, little baby, baby, no, don't you cry, you cry.
Spread your wings and fly to the sky until the morning. There's nothing can harm you. With mama and dad. Mama and dad standing by. Standing by, standing by, standing I am here to put that into your brain wave. So baby stay, so baby stay, and watch you stay, and watch you stay, baby. I am here to put some of that flesh into your brain waves. So come to stay, so come to stay. Wrap your arms around me, back. I said it's summer love, summer love, summer love, summer love. You give me warmth in my soul. You put my lips out in the autumn. Summer love. You gave me warmth in my cold days. You gave me flowers and no spring. You brought me right back to my summer. Summer. All right, man. I just run off and then show the world. Now, by popular request of the crowd, they are curious about you guys. I didn't come to get your name. Could you please tell us your name?
Okay, peace. I'm Maestra, y'all. Maestra, Maestra.
Maestra, all right. Our other band members, I introduced you guys previously, but could you please refresh the crowd?
Yes, I'm Dorsey, aka True.
The True. Brother True.
Brother True.
You can get me on Instagram and Mr. Dorsey, Instagram and Facebook.
I am Lynette. I go by Songstress. Songstress, your sister's what?
I am Ty, also with my Ty, mainly Ty.
Ty. All right, and in the back we've got
I am Corey, call me CEO.
Theo the Keys.
Definition, beat smith, beat magician, beat technician. Y'all know what it is. And then we got DJ Rory over there as well.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy DJ Young Man. Was your boy DJ Young Man. I just want to say, first and foremost, I appreciate the family reunion, appreciate everything y'all doing. Thank you for creating this space for all of us. What we're gonna do with music is just spread love.
Did we get the drummer on the bassist yet? Oh, hi everyone, I am Osha, the drummer. They call me First Lady, finding out all platforms, First Lady Red, First Lady Red. And our bassist.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? My name's Michael. Look, you can find me on all platforms. Mr. I play bass. I also do roadside assistance. So if you see this little break over there, it's got the MAW roadside on the back. any towing, roadside circles, you let me know, we can chill.
Alright, Mr. Active Base, CEO Club. Yep, we see somebody already got your information, they looking for you. Alright, then, where are y'all from? Are you from the same place? Are you from different areas and you just come together?
Based out of Raleigh and Durham, North Carolina.
Raleigh and Roanoke?
Roanoke Rapids in the back.
Roanoke
Roanoke
Rapids.
Rapids.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Anybody else? Nobody else? Okay, that's okay. That's cool beans. Thank you guys for reintroducing yourselves. And we wanted to remind everyone to check out the vendors. We've got one of a kind jewelry over here. Lost videos. Then me and Keisha and Haka at Start Naturally. Over there with the purple tablecloth. Up here we've got Society of Knowledge merch, as well as books and the food bank. And to the right, we have Zenobia at our mindful station. She's got steam rolls, meditation lemonade tea, free samples. You guys do that free? Yep. You can get a taste of her tea or spice it, infuse it. I'm not gonna say what you can infuse it with, but you can go chat with her about that. Enjoy the band, show the world.
Will take me far. Like this golden, like this golden, like this golden, like this golden, like this golden. Like this golden, like this golden. Take it for me. I always say like on my bird. Shine your light on the world to see. My always says like on the bird. Say shine your light on the world to see. Say my people will be free, will be free, free. I want my people to be free, free, free. I want my people to be free, free. I will be by your side. I will be by your side. There is a light that shines. There's a there's a light that shines here, and it's only for that special someone, the one that can walk down the street and appreciate the sun. For the sun, it helps me grow, it helps me grow. When I feel like that I'm it helps me get out of the slow, and get back on track. Take my life back, no matter when the actions, there, set direction, to make it home, just make it home. Make it home, 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 Spend a little time with me. Oh, baby, just spend a little time with me. Oh, just spend a little time with me. With me. Just spend a little time with me. With me. But you don't want to be my apple tree. But you don't want to be my apple tree. I said, spend a little time with me. Do you want to be my apple tree? My apple tree, my apple tree.
Me and me tracking to the front, until the day then I'll be already on there. I just want to disseminate instead of playing another day of this early. I want to celebrate how we relate when it comes to how we in the red. I'll show you how to weigh it out and be exact. But don't be whipping on me, fellas, cause I get some competition, make me jealous. It's triggered that day. I'm taking slow, but I gotta get my point across so you will never know the distance I will go. I have to wonder where you're from the habit. Calling out a paper little man. I wanna be your apple tree. I wanna be your apple tree. I wanna be your apple tree. I wanna be your apple tree.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to apple tree? But I said, do you want to tree? Oh, but you taste
Ooh, yeah. It's like we take to go. Made a wrong turn, take this away. If you know, if you know. Did you know, watch my conscience fade. Said I take it over, but when I pay, no, said you know.
I said, three months you've been looking for your friend, the one you let him in. Oh, she again. Baby told you you was back to Benjamin. She felt like you ain't him and gave him under the fence. Yeah, I don't think I really go pretend. Down the ball, you was so easy to play for pulling him, but you did it there, and you again. Not the next thing for a Christian, a hopeful sleeping with the dead now. And it just about that. Who you gonna take when the river no one up there because you thinking it's a day girlfriend? Break it out to a you know I always say it was too legit. Don't be a hard one when you really always there, baby girl. Just so that I'm and you feeling good from that. My stroke is only you, man. Don't think I haven't been to the sacred city. I sit inside and like a million, but I'm a billion. Girls that ain't the head. You're waiting for me, like you were being. The hell's that? I'm again. Been a minute, so I'm glad you're here to witness this. You couldn't picture this if you had your camera lens. But you witness, but I think you post the business. So pay attention, take note, cause you don't wanna miss it. Only you miss it. When it comes to me and in the law, got to know this, so you know I do this one thing. I can represent. They just take their home. You can hear, oh, I get a struggle. Yeah. Yeah.
To TV. Their hands up to the sky, still. And now listen for those people. Take life is being somewhere. I'm okay with all you did, and I'm glad you made it through. And it's not the take this time for long. They can't so my gratitude you so long. Don't put my see what you go through. But I ain't it's beautiful, beautiful. I ain't for us. Everybody sing it. Song, but I ain't beautiful, beautiful. Many friends that sing, many crowds on the land. And I count it at the land, and sing, we are out. And I don't think it right. Life turned around. And I count it as the land, yes. Lift me up now. Hey. See what you going to I got beautiful for us. Everybody sing it, yes, and no song. I got it. Everybody sing. Go ahead. Hey, from the best in me.
Well,
He saw the best in me. Yeah, yeah. Say he saw the best in me. When everyone else around me can only see the worst in me. Yeah, yeah. That's right. She said, cause he is mine and I am his. It doesn't matter what you. He only sees me for who I am. Say, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's all the best to me. Yeah. When everyone else around, can only see the worst in me. Hey, do this. I wish you were here to celebrate with me. Anybody ever lost somebody? You'd be so proud of your success. See, I wish you were to celebrate with me. And I wish you were here. You gonna go back? Cause you saw the perfect in me. When everyone else around me, they see the worst in me. Now, yeah, so the best in me, the best come, the best, the best. Say you so the best. As you are the best, you are the best, baby. You are the best, you are the best. The best. Break it down. The best of me.
What's this? Thank
Thank you.
you. Contact info from you.
You saw the best of me. Go ahead with it. Cause he is mine, and I am his. It doesn't matter what he only sees me from my head. QSOC. He's on the, he's on the, he's on the best of me. Say he's on the best of me. He's on the Cause he saw the best in me. Yeah. Everyone else around. Worse than me. Yes, he did. You know what I didn't know? What I was gonna do anyway. I said that it's
I said they counted me out, but
Yeah.
I lifted my hands, but beside there you saw, you saw. I said you saw. Said it's not enough. Cause he only sees me away. Best, it's all the 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 best, oh, the best, the best, it doesn't matter, you only, you only see me. He's all the he's going to bless me. Okay, so my phone, we can't get them. There is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds and it's dark in my heart. It feels like a cold night. Today's a new day. And I'm on the sky. There is a love and joy and true happiness. Tell me it's alright. From heaven, like a shower.
No, I don't see that smile. I just want to so I smile. Even though I'm headed for a while. Smile. Smile. Show me just let me give up. Down so much more. Smile. So smile. Days are gonna there is no sunshine. And the clouds and stuff in my heart and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day. Tell me where are my blue sky? Where's that love, girl? There is a love and the joy that you promised me. Tell me it's alright. It almost gave up a power that I can't explain. Love from heaven, I can shower love. See, I smile. So I smile. Even though I've been for a while. Smile. Till you